This episode of Bourbon on Ice, presented by your friend Frosty and your bartender Mike Whiskey, is brought to you by the Cape Media Center of Cape Cod, Massachusetts. The views and opinions expressed during this podcast do not necessarily reflect those of the Cape Media Center. Listener discretion is advised.
Pow! Bam!
Ouch. Sorry, I'm not invested in this.
Obviously. Roll the music.
Welcome, listeners, to Bourbon on Ice,
Where we talk about everything nerdy, like gentlemen.
Join us every week for our local Cape Cod take on, well, everything.
Laugh, cry, be confused, and laugh some more.
I'm your friend Frosty.
And I'm your bartender, Mike Whiskey.
Stay tuned. You think they'll like the episode?
Oh, they'll definitely love it.
You know, my shoulder hurts from where you just pow-bammed shot me.
Oh, grow up.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Bourbon on Ice,
Where we talk all things nerdy like gentlemen.
I still maintain that I am no gentleman and have no plans on being one. I mean, I have... The nicest suit I have is made entirely of leather.
I am a gentleman, however.
I refuse to see it.
I mean, see it.
I refuse to see it.
I have a plaque.
I could get a trophy made with the world's greatest lover, but that wouldn't be true. Yes, it would. Yes, it totally would. Ask any of my ex-boyfriends. I really just zinged myself.
You did. You did.
Okay.
Zing!
So, it has been summer. It has been hot. It has been stormy. It has been windy. It has been bright. It has been shiny. But we're going to ignore all that because we're talking about something else.
Yeah, we're reading indoors. We're reading comic books.
I like being indoors, and I like comic books. This should be a happy episode.
We already discussed in our nature episode that you hate outside.
I maintain that it's still out there plotting to kill us all. People must be warned.
We don't live in Australia.
No, we live in New England where there's mosquitoes and coyotes and foxes and tourists.
All of those but tourists live in my yard. I actually had a stoat the other day.
A stoat.
It was adorable. It was bouncing right along. It was the cutest thing.
And then did something swoop down and eat it? Because
No.
nature?
No, that didn't happen. It was just a surprise to see the stoat, which is maybe like 8 inches long, and it chased after.
Tell people what a stoat is. I'm sure there's people.
It's almost like a weasel. It's a kind of weasel.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that weasels came in varieties.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
But anyway, we are talking about comics.
Hooray, comics!
I brought one here, which is very special. Conan the Barbarian. I think the first one. Just happened to find it. And we are going to point and laugh because of the advertisements that used to be in these things.
Wait a minute, that's like a real one?
This is a real one.
Oh my... Should we even be touching that thing? Should that be in this room? Shouldn't we be...
It's a reproduction, so it's probably fine.
I was worried. I was worried that you were potentially destroying your retirement fund.
No, but...
How awesome would it be if you had, like, comic book money to
that
retire on?
That would be awesome. But take a look at this. It's an advertisement for the X-ray glasses.
Give me that.
Yeah. I think we need to turn the light on. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. What? Oh, what?
Oh, yeah.
Marvel's Conan the Barbarian. The Coming of Conan. Pun intended. Because, of course, there's a woman in a sexy dress lying in between his feet.
Look at who the editor was. Next page. Stan Lee.
Stan Lee? Oh.
Stan Lee was the editor.
Roy Thomas the writer and Barry Smith the artist. What am I... These... Wow.
Yeah.
Flesh-eating plants?
Yeah.
For only $1.
Yeah. There's an advertisement for squirrel-monkeys in there.
Hang on. These are so small, I actually have to get out my magnifying glass, which I'm still carrying around. Broken Arm Joke Cast. Well, isn't that nice? Fake bullet holes.
This is a comic book from the 80s.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Live sea monkeys.
There's an advertisement for squirrel monkeys too.
This is there is a midget microphone transmitter, a pocket spy telescope, and a midget spy camera. Did anyone really think this stuff would work?
Oh yeah, Elder Nerd used to send away for all these things.
Elder Nerd, does he happen to have X-ray glasses?
No, he did at one point though. But no, you need to
trying to see through blouses and stuff.
No, but like take a look at this too because it goes to show how old this particular comic book is. Because we turn the page, we get story, and then we turn the page again, story. No, advertisement. Turn the page, advertisement. So you can't go more than like 2 pages without having an advertisement.
I remember these. I
Yeah.
used to read a lot of Archie comics when I was growing up, and it felt weird that every once in a while there would be a story with characters that were unrelated, and at the bottom it's like, oh, that's a commercial for
Yeah.
Dairy Queen or something.
Like right in the middle of the Conan Barbarian comic, it's
Snoopy.
It's Snoopy.
Snoopy strikes, and he's saying, "Curse you, Red Baron."
This is wild. Especially since I picked up a few comic books the other day, and there's none of this. There's none of this advertisement stuff. Like, keep looking.
I gotta ask you, comics. I love reading them, but I am not a massive collector.
Nor am I, to be perfectly honest.
So, what exactly do you like? What do you have?
I have read Sonya. There's a newer one that I got a while back. Dark Wolf or something like that. No, that wasn't it. Don't remember the name. It was kind of forgettable. It was good art.
So, what's this one about?
This is Conan the Barbarian. So, Robert E. Howard's famous Hyborian Age brought to the comics.
Hyborian Age?
Yeah, the Hyborian Age, the age after the fall of Atlantis. That Robert E. Howard.
Oh, how could I forget?
Well, it's a fictional age that Robert E. Howard made up for these stories.
I will not pretend that I am unimpressed, but I will also clutch the bridge of my nose and go, ugh. Ugh.
Why?
Have you been watching? No, I know the answer. Why do I ever ask that question? Have you been watching Inside Job?
No.
They maintain an inside job that Atlantis is still here. They just have to, Photoshop it out of Google Earth. That's what NASA really does all day.
That's funny. No, I think everyone should know Conan the Barbarian. Rippled muscles, epic battles, saving the damsel in distress. It's all good stuff.
He looks dreamy for, a guy wearing horns on his head.
Yeah.
I never read any Conan Barbarians. I never even watched the show.
Or the movies?
Nope.
Movies with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I'll be blunt. There was not a lot of that watched in my house.
I'm not surprised.
Probably because my family was one of those high-end hoity-toity people, and also we only watched Disney. Which is why I sat through things like, The Black Cauldron and Who Framed Roger Rabbit. True family togetherness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love The Black Cauldron, man.
It's weird. It's good, but it's weird.
Yeah.
And it didn't work.
I actually read the books that The Black Cauldron was based off, the Chronicles of Pryden. Excellent. And after reading those and thinking about the movie, I'm just like, why?
There's a fortune-telling pig.
Yeah.
There's witches that with the giant bazombas.
Yeah.
There's a sword that literally drags the kid along. The movie was weird.
Yeah. But all those elements are in the except the sword and the bazungas. Those elements are in the books.
So Conan is a barbarian. He is saving a damsel in distress.
Yep. That basically motif of all the Conan Barbarian comics.
Did he ever have any sort of crossovers with any other characters of note?
I'm sure he did. But Conan the Barbarian is actually kind of a standalone thing. Marvel doesn't actually own Conan the Barbarian.
It doesn't?
Nope. That's a separate, I don't want to say company. It's a separate entity that holds Conan the Barbarian rights. And they leased the comic rights to Marvel. And they actually very recently took those rights away from Marvel.
Sorry, I'm listening. It's just I turned to one of the advertisement, and there's a guy wearing leopard print wearing a leopard print thong. Who else wants a He-Man body? Tired of watching others grab the best jobs, the most attention, the prettiest girls? Let me show you how I can make you a real He-Man. Once I was so scrawny that I dreaded being seen in a swimsuit. Then I discovered dynamic tension, a secret that developed me into the world's most perfectly developed man. I can build up your body the very same natural way, only 15 minutes a day in the privacy of your room. Mail coupon with 10 cents for my 32-page illustrated book. Mail coupon now for illustration 32-page book tells how I can give you standout muscles, make you a new man, confident, popular, successful. Address, Charles Atlas, 115 East 23rd Street, New York, New York, 10010.
Check out the back. If you need extra money and you know just 10 people, it's literally a pyramid scheme on the back.
I'm sorry. Mr. Atlas, was it? It's steroids. It's obvious it's steroids. Is that pet baby raccoons?
Yep.
Has always been and still is America's favorite pet.
Yeah.
Easy to care for, $29.95.
These comics.
With cage.
These comics were on sale for 10-15 cents.
It's from Hialeah, Florida. Called The Rascal by Walt Disney.
These comic books were on sale for 10-15 cents in drugstores and like supermarkets in the 80s.
Oh my gosh.
And 70s.
Oh my gosh, I love the time when 10 cents was considered money.
Right?
And now 10 cents is like piss in the bucket.
It really is.
It's ridiculous.
It's sad. Yeah, I had a hankering for the old 80s, 70s style art style, at the very least, of these comics, so I got a couple today.
And what priceless artifacts you have found within, like, the pyramid schemes. We should probably discuss that.
Yeah. Wait, we're not doing this with Bourbon on Ice.
No, of course not. I was not. I would, ethics.
Frosty.
Shut it.
The Cape Media Center, located in Dennisport, Cape Cod, Massachusetts, is a non-profit community media center and the public access TV station for the towns of Barnstable, Yarmouth, Dennis, Harwich, and Chatham. Our mission is to build community through media, enhance democratic communication, and facilitate free expression by providing these towns with a state-of-the-art media resource center. Members can become trained in our video and audio equipment and produce their own media content. Membership includes training classes, access to our field equipment, studios and facility, as well as airtime. Podcasters and music producers can share their content on our website. For more information, visit capemedia.org.
This episode of Bourbon on Ice is brought to you by Market Street Bookshop in Mashpee Commons, located at 31 Market Street, Mashpee, Massachusetts. Embrace diversity and find support for local authors and artists at the Market Street Bookshop, where your favorite new read is just a browse away. For more information, give them a call at 508-539-6985. You can also contact us, Bourbon on Ice, at our Twitter, at Whiskey Frosty on Twitter, or email us at whiskeyandfrosty@yahoo.com. And now, squirrel-monkeys.
Yeah, that's another advertisement in the. I told you, it's right there though. Squirrel-monkeys.
I can't believe I'm looking at this. This is
I don't know what a
insane.
squirrel-monkey is.
And it's also from Hialeah Pets. Why is it that this is more interesting to me than the story?
And do you know what's also in there? The hypno ring.
No.
Or the hypno coin.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah. To make your own Captain Underpants.
They've got Marvel Mania super poster offers, and wow, some of the stuff is violent. Looking at it, you can learn to draw comics at home from experts. No salesman, no contracts. Send 25 cents for full information. From Art Directors Course, Department A, 2 Park Avenue, Manhasset, New York, 11030. Isn't that nice? Drawing your own comics.
Yeah. Speaking of drawing our own comics, that's...
You have more?
Yeah, I got more. I got this Create Comics workbook because you had mentioned it, and I thought it would be a cool idea to do it too. We can do these things.
Well, Mine are going to be very racy and full of eroticness.
I think mine are just gonna be good old classic beat 'em ups.
Oh, let's do that. Sorry, I'll be with you in a second. I just got to the page with the Columbia Records Club. Save almost 50% on the hit records you want. And here are your savings in advance. Any 12 hit records for only $3.98. Was mailing and handling.
There's Simon and Garfunkel up on the top left.
There's Simon and Garfunkel down here too. There's a lot of Tom Jones, Engelbert Humperdinck, Winter World of Love. There's Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass.
Which
They were hanging in the bathroom of our old radio station. There's another one. There's like 4 Simon and Garfunkels on this page. Okay, so tell me about the comic that you want to make.
I was thinking about making a comic book based off the D&D world that I've made.
The one where I just became a level 5 sorcerer?
Yeah, that one.
Woo! Yay, Frosty! Yay, Frosty! Okay, continue.
No, Tyrellian Tales, because the world is Tyrell.
Tyrellian Tales.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I figured it'd be like a collection of short stories and stuff, and maybe some ongoing, serialized adventures, but mostly episodic.
I think it'd be interesting if you were able to get some of the players to come up with things and send them in.
Oh,
And
they don't need to send anything in.
you've got stories?
I've got stories
You've
of
got stories.
of shenanigans. Let me tell you.
Shenanigans. You want shenanigans. Dude, we tried to open a door in a basement. That should have been easy, and instead there we are, like bartering with dwarves and traveling the frickin' country.
You spent a good 5 hours trying to open up a door in some dude's basement.
It was worth it to get the Staff of Frost.
It was a very good pull. You guys made out like bandits.
I have the Staff of Frost now. So tell me about these stories that we're gonna see.
One of the stories I think is about the prison. I'll just have like the guards coming up, dropping off new prisoners, and the warden's gonna be like all melodramatic. Oh, I've heard it all before. If you're innocent. You were falsely accused. You have someone waiting for you at home. I don't care what your reason. I hope that you will someday call this place home. This awful prison, off of the coast of the mainland, only a mile. And he explains this to the prisoners, and he says, if you wish to escape, now is your opportunity. I won't stop you, and neither will the guards. And two of the prisoners decide, hey, we're gonna take off, and the rest decide to stay. One of the little guardsmen will say, oh, Mr. Warden, why did you do that? And the warden will explain, because, young officer.
There's shocks.
No.
Shocks. Bruce.
Because the worst thing about a mile is that it looks like you can just make it.
Ouch. That is dickish and evil.
And that's just going to be the short story. That's the end of the short story.
Dickish and evil.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I will admit that you have my interest piqued. Okay, so these comic books, are you going to be just freehanding them? You're going to get someone to draw it for you?
I'll try and freehand to start, and maybe if it takes off, I'll get a good artist. But I'll just start my own little business. Go to the sell it online, maybe a Kickstarter or something.
One of my buddies is a comic book artist. He's unfortunately going through a messy divorce, but I'll reach out to him, see if he's interested, can give us some info.
Oh, rock on.
I've actually shown you some of the stuff he's drawing for my comic book. That one with Triggerfinger. Yes, I have a guy who's named Triggerfinger. Don't judge me on that.
See, you got a comic book thing going too.
I have, like, you know what? I'm gonna
go for it.
I'm gonna open my computer right now.
Go
I'm
for
going to check. I know that I have a lot written. I just want to see how many stories. This could take forever if I had to count all of them. I don't even know. Like, literally no one has seen them. And oh, wow. Okay, so that's. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, so I've got more than like 30 so to speak, seasons.
Seasons.
Each with at least 16 stories in them.
Holy cow, man.
Wow, I'm an untapped market.
Yeah.
Why does the world not recognize my genius?
Kickstarter, man.
Because I haven't done anything.
Yeah. Kickstarter is where it's at, or the GoFundMe thing.
I'm starting a new job. I'm not going to tell people what it is, but I'm just going to be blunt here. My life has not worked out the way I wanted it to be. My stuff has not been published, my plays are not being performed anymore, and my movies are not on the big screen. So I am trying to do a responsible thing and get a good, solid job. And I have been training at this one for weeks. I have been, for previous weeks, doing tests and writing and envelopes and chasing phone calls. And now it's here, and I am just terrified. But the thing is, oh no, it's going to take up my time. My time from doing what? Like, literally nothing has happened. So maybe this is good. Maybe all of this stuff that I'm pipe dreaming over here is, that's where it will remain. I'm pretty happy with this podcast, what you and I are doing here.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the podcast, too.
Maybe this is what we're doing. Maybe this is what I'm doing with my life. And comic books are great. People love them. And online comic books are really exploding out there. They're all over the place. I mean, there's the one about the guy and the other guy, and the girl and the thing and the place.
I'm a fan of Marblegate.
Tell me about that one.
Good question. You put me on the spot. Marblegate is a dungeon by a gentleman who goes by the user handle Rocktopus, which is a killer username. It is about a dungeon, a randomly generated dungeon, like in Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, again, the distinction is important.
Yeah.
You king community, you gaming community, there's a distinction.
And he's got his little characters in a little story centered around this Marblegate dungeon. I recommend it. Real good.
There are, what is it? For Christmas, a friend of mine got me a 10-pack of comics, and it was a nice mix of various heroes and various, I don't want to say genre, but, some are more classic than others, some are newer. The art styles differs. You can really tell where these were time-wise by animation style alone.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays, there are so many people that draw in an old-fashioned way, a classic way, that it's almost hard to tell. But that's not bad. It just, it adds a little something extra.
Yeah.
Most of everything that I love came from Dark Horse.
Dark Horse is really good.
Tell me more about this Create Comics book.
Oh, it's just this little one that you'd buy for a favorite nephew or something. All these basics of how to draw comics and stuff.
I know you used to paint.
Mostly draw. I wasn't so much a painter so much as a sketch artist.
So, you think you can do an entire comic book?
Won't know until I try.
But trying could lead to failure, and failure could lead to sadness and drinking. At which point you should call me. I love to drink.
Failure is just another part of success.
Boo. Trite. Cliche. Boo. Boo.
Why be afraid of it?
Because failure is hard and complicated, and it makes you feel bad within the depths of your soul.
Failure is a place to learn from.
Unless it was like a trial by fire, in which case you're dead.
Yeah.
And then you don't learn anything.
No.
Unless you believe in the concept of the afterlife, in which case you've learned something, it's just you can't use it now. Sorry, I've been playing a lot of King's Quest lately.
Ah, I see.
And a lot of Cuphead. So, there's an example. When you die in Cuphead, you do better next time.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I will not let that freaking cow beat me. Sheriff Esther Winchester, the giant cow, I will destroy you.
And I heard there was some DLC that was just dropped for Cuphead, too.
That is the DLC I'm talking about. The delicious last course. I beat my head against the wall daily. Why would I invite that game back into my life?
Because you love it.
It's like a really sweet death. So, I have a new job, and you have a new comic book. I am very interested in where both of these things are going.
Yeah, likewise. I mean, it's probably going to be a while before I put anything up online or...
No, I want it tomorrow. By tomorrow, on my desk. I am J. Jonas and Jameis. J. Jonah Jameis something. I'm the guy who orders Spider-Man to bring more pictures of Spider-Man.
What have you done
By
to me?
tomorrow. What other comics do you have?
Like I mentioned earlier, I have Red Sonja. I don't have a very large comic book collection.
Do you enjoy any particular superheroes?
I like Doctor Strange and I like Thor.
Doctor Strange is a good one.
Yeah.
But he's kind of the biggest thing in the Marvel Cinematic Universe right now.
Yeah, it didn't do very well. Sam Raimi did a good job, but I've heard a lot of people say it was just boring.
No, I mean, he's pivotal right now.
Oh.
There's no more Iron Man, there's no more Captain America.
Yeah, that's true.
So basically everything is centering around him and Spider-Man at this exact moment.
Yeah.
I mean, they're trying to bring Thor back, but that's like middling. It's not the biggest thing. And the X-Men will be here at any second. I know that.
Yeah.
We should prepare. How does one prepare for that sort of thing?
Don't know.
Talcum powder?
Why? I don't...
Sorry to keep you boys waiting. Here's your food.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks so much.
Can I get you anything else, or are you all set?
We're all set, I think. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Hey, Whiskey?
Yeah, Frosty?
Is it just me, or is the food bad?
No, it's not just you. This burger's not too great either.
How's everything, boys?
Oh, wonderful.
Good, food's great.
Great. I'll be back to check on you in a bit.
Terrible food.
You know what, though, Frosty?
What's that?
It'd make a great location for a restaurant.
You had any time to do any podcast listening lately?
Yeah, lots of time at work.
What are you listening to right now?
Good question. I don't really... It's a lot of D&D stuff.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's like 1,000 D&D podcasts out there. And some of them are good.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Mostly, character building ideas and, lore videos.
Let's see. I'm doing Beach Too Sandy, Water Too Wet, Lore. Wow. We'll Get Wild. That's actually kind of a mini podcast. It's about January 6th, believe it or not. It's a pretty good one.
Oh.
You know, a smattering of true crime here and there. But I haven't gotten into any D&D ones myself yet because I'm still new. I'm still learning.
Yeah. There's lots of them for beginners.
Drunk Women Solving Crime.
Oh, fun.
That's literally the name of it. Oops, sorry. I knocked something over.
It's all right. We forgive you this time.
This time?
Yeah.
Why won't I be forgiven next time?
Well, it's up in the air. We'll have to see what happens next time.
Oh, for crying out loud. All right, I guess I get my cue. Next time on Bourbon on Ice, we talk ink. Yes, ink.
Tattoos, body art, the old buzzin' sting.
Nobody calls them that.
They should start. We'll catch you next time on Bourbon on Ice, and as always, have a cold one on ice.
This podcast was recorded at and produced by Cape Media Center on Cape Cod, Massachusetts by podcasting duo Mike Whiskey and your friend Frosty. All music and sound credits go to soundstripe.com. Special thanks to Jamie Horton, Emily Tulloch, Gabrielle Rawson. For more information on Bourbon on Ice, visit our social media page at twitter.com/whiskeyfrosty. For more information on Cape Media Center, visit capemedia.org. For more listening options and a variety of podcasting entertainment, visit our hosts at buzzsprout.com and capemediacenter.org.